Kentucky Hilltoppers, taking on the 19th ranked team in the land, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. Glad to have you with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Huskers will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. So the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers offense will have the football first. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who
right reads, showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
leaves it with the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
This crowd full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's not the attempt you wanted to start the game. First pass of the game, interception. Man, just this is where you today.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
And the quick shuffle pass. Not just hard-nosed running, that's cement-nosed running as he gets it to the 25. The Huskers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. 3rd down play from the gun. Works the middle of the field. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down. The Cornhuskers have it with a 1st and 10. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. To the ground, right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Tosses it incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out of the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Touchdown!
Right, you got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback, receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Gonna run it. It's Hurley. Breaks into the open. Good blocking, good running. Pick up at 6 out to the 30. And the Hilltoppers want to pick up the tempo. Quarterback moving. Complete to the right. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. To the ground with the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain. No harm, no foul.
It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
The Hilltoppers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Looking to fire. He's got him. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking downfield on first down. And even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Might be changing the route. Back to pass on second down. Fires to the wideout. He makes a grab. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Hilltoppers have it with a first and goal. On the ground. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Toppers. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Takes it inside his own 20. Chance for great field position here. He found some really good running room on that one and just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. Quick release by the QB.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
That's a great-looking run there. Nebraska has had such a great lineage of running back. When you think back to the great Roger Craig or Amon Green, Lawrence Phillips, or Rex Burkhead, they always seem to be pumping somebody up into the NFL. This guy has a chance to play on Sunday because of his skills.
Not. A pickup of 2 down to the 28.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. You got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Off play action. Rushes on him. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. And the holder will place it down on the left hash, a 47-yard try coming. That thing would have hit a string in the middle.
You want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. We've had some early scores. They get the ball back, trailing by a field goal, 10-7. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive.
There he goes. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. Got his man quickly. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Fire! And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Third down, and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make movement change impossible. From the gun, wants to pass. Zings it complete to the right. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
Obviously, third downs are so critical because you get an extra chance to wear that defense out. Great job by the offense. Great job by the quarterback completing the pass, getting the first down, moving the sticks, fresh set of down, continue to wear on this defense.
Looking to throw on first down. They're setting up the screen. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've reached the break. It's Nebraska holding the lead, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. The Hilltoppers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. He wants to throw it again. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
He'll set up to throw, using his legs to buy some time. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
And the defense stopped them again on second and goal. And the ball is free on the pitch. Recovers the fumble, and he's on the move.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
A third and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Looking for the goal line. He's forced out of bounds, just short of the goal line, a mere yard away from pay dirt.
That's a nice completion. I know you don't get the first down, and you're obviously set up in field goal range here down in the red zone, but because you've got 4th and short now, you may decide to go for this if you're on offense.
Goal line defense, and he gets nothing as he stopped right at the 2. And the Huskers backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on first down. From his end zone, trying to loosen up this D. Makes the grab over the middle. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. The Huskers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Found the spot in the defense. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there.
Oh, he's got some space. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. The Cornhuskers will line it up on 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Can't get him to the ground. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
He's got it! To the end zone! Touchdown, Nebraska!
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I'll tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big 3rd down. Bringing the heat. Finds his big tight end. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Holds and fires complete to the right. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Cornhusker. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And I love the bounce back for this. We lost a week ago. Let's put that in the rearview mirror. That game's gone. Let's improve. Let's get better. So far in this first half, they've done just that.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity where they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points, and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of the game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden...
He'll take a deep shot here. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Hilltoppers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Now on the option. The pitch. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play. The Hilltoppers moving quickly to the line.
These offenses are so hard to stop when you run the option because they play the quarterback well. They get it to the running back. The defense looks pretty good, but 3rd and short, they get the yardage they need, and they move the sticks.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Hilltoppers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Rides the back on the option to give. Turning it on. Smashes through the tackle. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. The Hilltoppers have this offense rolling. Off-play action on 1st down. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Hilltoppers. Getting aggressive here and going for 2. And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead, but they still have plenty of work to do.
They do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting in the second half where you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you can come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Creates a little space. Lowers those pads. All kinds of room to the right. Past the 20. Touchdown, Husker. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
Love the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get into the 2nd level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle. And with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. Rides the back and leaves it. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Fairly manageable distance here on 3rd down from the 27. Looking to throw. Here comes the heat. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. The offense changing the play. On 4th down, going to the air. Slings it downfield. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He'll be stopped, but not before.